Aloha, hello, hi, it is me, it is I, small town Didi, you're Hadi, on these your internet, akastag, I am back, hello, yalla. Some of you are like, I'm sorry, is this the new Hadi? Is she gonna be like, no, you may have missed it. Hello, new people, by the way, hello, my old people. I'm trying to get us to 2K. I'm trying to help you help me get to 2K. Okay, that's what this is. Remember we did this last July or June, where we posted every day. I'm gonna try to do that for August, or at least on weekdays. Okay, no pressure, but as long as I can get the videos out, I'm gonna get them out. Enga kokolwa. Oskabla muthodo ngwala mo wa ba ke mbutsare nanga nasira ka di video ega yay. Okay, fine. You can hold me accountable since I'm promising, but I want softness. I want to be handled with kitty, soft, fluffy, ideally pink gloves. Yeah, that's the treatment I want for me, even though I'm harsh with other people because Capricorn. Anyway, let's get into this. Here's, I need to get this onto a shirt, a mug, a microphone, a speaker, something. My darlings, this is for the pretties. Shout out to the pretties. I love beautiful women. I know I'm always talking about how, oh my God, it's not going to keep bad things from happening to you. Don't put all your eggs in blah, blah, blah. But me, I love a gorgeous, I'm down for the pretties. I love when the pretties know how to wield the pretty like the currency that it is. And so when the pretties move funny and when the pretties move less than smart, I'm hurt more than anything. I'm disappointed. I really feel like, pretties are down. I feel like as a collective, and I'm not even part of them, but like they bring the average, like the girl average down. They're like fucking up our entire thing. And it's like Porsha Williams has never been like really a favorite of mine because she's a fucking ditz. Like literally that. I'm like, pretty girl. Her fan base consists of like women who love, and I suppose a lot of gay men, because that's who watches these shows that she's on. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she had a spin-off and blah, blah, blah. I could never get behind her because of the ditziness, because I felt like this woman is growing up, and I believe the wording Kenya used one time is people like to treat Porsha's like lack of smarts as a handicap of sorts. It's not a disability. It's I am not going to invest, and I suppose it comes from Diana, her mom, or teaching her to lead with her beauty and not invest anywhere else, but I wouldn't be able to be friends with a woman like that, like, to be very honest with you. And so when the whole thing happened with Simon and her fan base, her stands were defending this, making like, oh, she was never friends with Fallon. When she got with Simon who was married to Fallon, now it's like, oh, they were just castmates. Even if they were castmates, it's not a traditional work environment, right? It's not you work at this cubicle here, the other one all the way over there. And even then that wouldn't make it better. But they were starting to hang with each other. You went over to that woman's home, right? And then Waduma, her lifestyle, and her husband with a wandering eye spotted you for the bag that you were. And this is the shit I gotta get on a shirt. It is you. You're the bag, darling. It is you being secured. You need to have a lot more stock put into the currency that is your beauty, not overvalue it or anything like that. But weigh up between the man that you think you're getting because of your looks and what he's really offering, and really inspect that thing, really inspect it. But then she would have to not be the ditzy bitch that she is in order to do that. So many of us saw it for what it was. So many of us were just like, this man, that money is not that long, and that money is looking mighty shady. That money is not looking legit from where we're sitting. Shamia being on this season now lets us know that Porsha wanted the lifestyle her best friend had. In fact, she thinks she deserves it more, right? She's willing to do anything really, we've seen, to have a man take care of her, to such a degree that she had made it out of the pool of women who are still seeking to get a man to take care of them. She's getting her own chick. She has her own peach on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was on a breakfast show, I think with Ricky Smiley. She has her hair cut. She was the bag. But because the conditioning, and I've said this to you guys about Porsha, she was already in a position where she could be shared and say, Mom, I am a rich man. I can take care of me. But that teaching that I'm a princess and a man has to come and rescue me, that is what has her in the situation now with Simon. Because ain't no way, how come we all saw it? How come we could all see the scam coming from a mile away and she couldn't? You guys have a lot put into or thinking that a man that's been alive that long, who had another pretty woman on his arm, is just so taken with you, so bewildered with you, that he could never do anything to harm you. What is so special and so different about Porsha to Fallon? Because Fallon is a beautiful girl. You should have realized you're the bag being secured when you compared yourself with his ex-wife. You should have also looked at what Fallon got out of that divorce and realized that you are not this is not the lick you think it is. You may be about to be the one who's going to get swindled here. Do you understand this? You quit your jobs to do what? Be a housewife to this man. How does this man even make his money? Shamia was able to tell us how her man makes her money. He does some shit like in the airport, some infrastructure type shit. I forgot what she said that he does, right? What does Simon do? Simon bought ad spaces in newspaper ads. I remember when those circulated when him and Fallon were breaking up. He was trying very hard to create sort of a portfolio or a thing of him being this like big time businessman with this beautiful woman on his arm. What Fallon didn't have that Porsha had is notoriety. Fallon couldn't buy him the kind of audience, and he's clearly hungry for it because look how he moves on social media. Look at how this old man moves on social media. And this is the thing about my pretties, about my baddies in particular. I don't like the way you girls partner. I don't like the guys that you guys go for thinking it's a mark. The rest of us can see from a mile away that it isn't. Another one that just like my heart sank to the pit of my stomach, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be over in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 was Londi. When I saw that fucking Klubi, I was like, oh, Londi, why are you doing this to me? Why are you putting me through this? My baddie queen. Why? When I watched The Real Housewives of Durban and I saw her partnered with that, and I know it's like, oh my god, Rakari, you're judging a book by its cover. The cover is raggedy. It's hard not to judge. Michelle is another one with Leroy. I don't care about Mary Jane's marriage. Truly, I don't care, because Mary Jane's husband didn't care. So it can't be my fucking job to care about it now, can it? I don't like these, home wrecker. I don't care about that. I care for the fact that I could see from Limpopo, here in Limpopo, I could see that that money wasn't that long and that bag was in actual fact empty. I could see it. How are you not seeing it? I suppose you're in it, you're being love bombed. Porsha did get to have these extravagant, like 55 weddings from here to there. And she was finally feeling like, oh my God, I'm a princess. I'm going to get taken care of, blah, blah, blah. And then she wasn't taking care of herself. I saw that there's a lien. That's why I'm talking about this. That the blogs are reporting that there's a lien on the house. She has some wins in the courts in terms of some things she can get from Simon. But is she saying those are things she wasn't able to acquire by herself at this point without the headache of being tethered to this loser? Is it really worth it? Why are the baddies not selective with their marks? I don't get it. Look at Faith. She got in that situation with that little boy. And then before we know it, now she has to be divorced because it's not what it looked like to be on the outside. I feel like our baddies are not waiting long enough and putting in like or doing the research enough. Londiena. What's about the moment that man showed up on my camera, and just the look of him, the mannerisms of him, I'm like, clever, vana. And that's the thing about them. Why aren't you going to get some unknown person who is not all about the streets, who's not trying to be known by people, especially if he's doing shady shit, who just wants to be in the back of the back of the back? You're good stock, my darling. Like your currency is so strong. You could nab yourself one that's not going. This is for the other pretties. This is for my not, like maybe you're not as visible as these dumb baddies Porsha's the only dumb one. I don't really think the other girls are dumb. I think, they got caught up, which is fine. We move, we rebrand. But the thing about Blondie is that she also went on to date another man in the same. I had this conversation with another good friend of mine, and I was like, why can't she find herself a nice executive somewhere whom nobody knows and they can have a nice quiet life? Is she too much a baddie? Like, is the aesthetic of her... I need to pick my words here. I gotta pick my words here. Is the aesthetic of her associated with something that that wouldn't fit in that world? Like, this person feels like I can't show up with her to gala dinners with like really high profile serious people, and so the only other resourced looking man she has access to is the guy with fast money. I asked, and my friend's like, yeah, the look of her is a lot. Like, not a lot like, oh my God, that's too much. As in, I think it's not white leaning enough. Because I feel like the white and other girls, especially the Hollywood girls, are able to do this move a lot more than, these other girls. Like Porsha with that body type that's associated with like more like urban culture or blackness, so to speak. But they're really saying that they can't find black men. I just think these girls... Nicki Minaj married a convicted felon, guys. Like, I need it explained to me why they do this. Or do we think they have options they don't actually have? Help me understand why my girls don't understand that you need that boring guy, not this terrorist one here who's got like, very fast, very short money, too flashy and stuff. That's not what you want to waste your currency on. You don't want to do that. Look at Porsha now. Constantly in the blogs over the wrong shit. Blondie hurt me. She hurt me deep. But I guess you also need access to that certain type of man. And in my mind, they could get access to that type of man in my mind. What's going on with the baddies? Why do they pick like this? Is it the love bombing? Do they love bomb them and then they can't see straight? It could be the love bombing, no? I'm really trying to get to the bottom of Porsha. It's because she thought she was smart and she's dumb. I remember when they first announced the divorce, Porsha and Simon's divorce, the same people who were like, oh, her and Fallon weren't even that close, you guys are so dramatic, they were talking about love wins. Do you guys remember? Those same people, guys, I will never forget, were in the comments on the Shade Room and other blogs saying, oh no, because he got arrested first or something, but when she filed, he's now been deported. He's deported now. When she filed for the divorce, or the divorce was announced, the way women want to believe in this Prince Charming, a man is going to put you first, there's no evidence of it. Like, they've never seen it. Contrary, like, all they see is women getting done in and they cry and say, you were supposed to be my protector. According to what and to whom? Like, what the fuck? There were women in the blog saying shit like, you guys don't even know, they want to protect her assets. they just like don't want her to get mixed up with his legal stuff. What fucking assets? She got rid of everything to be his like wife. She quit her job. She sold her other house. She did so much just to go and be his wife. She was going to leave all of this behind and say she's a kept woman and this man is going to take over. What assets do you, because you guys are so desperate to buy into this thing. These men aren't the dummies you think they are. Do you understand? He's not going to like amass all of this wealth for you to come in and swindle him like that. Like, as old as he is, and you saw what happened to Fallon, you even know how he actually makes his money. Did you actually see how he makes his money outside of what he says, and the fact that when you show up, the things are there and the things seem to be paid for, so you're just like, yeah, that means the things are there. While everybody else is saying what they're saying, you're choosing to see what? Not see what the rest of us are seeing. Ah, guys. No. No pretties. Get like Salma Hayek. Yeah. Get like those girls. Get some man somewhere who can't believe he has you and who doesn't want people in his business. I'm not saying you won't get done and over there, but it'll be less of this humiliation shit that's happening constantly with these dudes. I mean, Simon is constantly in the blogs. You guys... He just wants to protect her. He doesn't give a shit about that lady. He doesn't give a shit about anybody. He's a seasoned swindler. I was like, we really want to believe this Prince Charming shit. We really do. But anyway, that's it. That's it for today. My girls need to rebrand and move different circles, you know, while that currency is still viable, and purchase themselves new lives. If the grift is always going to stay, I'm pretty, a man needs to take care of me, you gotta be, you need to pivot. You need to find a different pond to fish from. Okay? If we're gonna stay on that being the grind, I see Faith is being spotted a lot with Master KG now. Let's hope the novelty of her doesn't fucking wear off of him. Let's hope. Let's hope she has some other shit going on as well. Because I'm like, okay, the man's successful. You know, he's putting out these little songs. It's cute. He's doing his thing. It's cute. It's really cute. But I'm like, I feel like you're doing more of the same thing, Faith. I feel like we weren't even supposed to know this new man that you were with. Like, it was supposed to be some mystery somewhere, and you're just flying all over the place, honey. And we don't know who's making it happen, and we never see him. It's Coke and Dagger. It's under the covers of the night. It's what we don't know this man. We can't find him. When we do find out who he is, we can't even say his name. We can't even whisper it. We're like, apparently, allegedly, every time we have to talk about, but no, not you. You went for another hyper visible man who benefits a great deal from being seen with you as well. And I'm like, what is the trade-off worth it? How much are you getting out of this thing? Because you are elevating his portfolio. Other girls are gonna want to get with him because he was with Faith, and I wish you bitches would understand that. People want to get with Klubi because like Longi was on that. Did you understand what you do for them? Like, on top of what their money can already do for them, don't underestimate what you being like associated with them also does for them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? You're bringing more to the situation than they try to make you believe. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem is that nobody has told you that actually you're doing a lot for this portfolio as well. I mean, is it something you worked for? No, you were just born with that ass and that face. But hey, man, who's hating on the people who are academically inclined? They were also just born with the fucking brain that can understand those things. So now we can't get mad at my pretties. Y'all know I love my pretties. We can't get mad at my pretties. Except Porsha. Porsha's fucking dumb. Bye.